Hey, happy Friday, everyone. It's July 3rd, 2026. I'm Rich Tola. Here's what's cooking for today. Happy birthday, America. Happy semi-quincentennial. We're halfway to 500. That's our 250th birthday. So we're going to be just talking about the 10 fun facts about the Declaration of Independence. Man, ooh, that was a loud one today. But first, I want to give a birthday shout out. This guy's a legend, Hollywood legend, 45-year career, received an honorary Oscar last year for his contributions to the movie business. I mean, you guys know this. Everybody knows this guy. I think he's one of the greatest actors of my generation for sure. He's 8 months older than me. He was nominated 4 times. Once for supporting actor Frank T.J. Mackey from Magnolia. You guys remember that movie from 1999-2000? How about this? Born on a 4th of July. Jerry Maguire. I mean, there's another ones he was nominated for Best Actor. But what I think one of his best movies ever, The Last Samurai. He played Nathan Olgren. Takes place in Japan. You guys watched that movie with the samurais. Tom Cruise, TC. He's one of the best. I can't believe he hasn't won an Academy Award. A Few Good Men. I mean, you could rattle off how many movies has Tom Cruise made, but he's got a new one coming out, comedy called Digger, which I will go see. But hey, happy birthday, Tom Cruise. You're one of the best for sure. Best ever, without a doubt. How about this? Rest in peace, Jim Morrison. 55 years ago today, lead singer of The Doors. Oh, man, he legendary. For sure, made his mark. Passed away, died. We know this, Jim Morrison. So rest in peace and happy birthday, Tom, man. Way to go. All right, guys, let's jump into the ABCs because let me tell you, I'm only getting 2 checks today. I got penalized from yesterday, and here's why. Well, first, the all-body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet, the ABCs, that's your foundation. Had a good workout today, but I cut it short. Wasn't feeling it. Had upset stomach, and I'll tell you why. Because of last night, what did I have for dinner? I went and got Fig Newtons. I ate the whole bag of Fig Newtons for dinner. Wow, I'm paying for it today. I was 2 pounds up on the scale, so I got deducted. I'm deducting a half a check on the colorful diet, even though today I had apple, banana, blueberries. Just had a fruit salad, guys, because I got to keep it light today because you pay the piper. Without a doubt, what you do, what you put in your mouth, you're going to pay for that. So I knew it. I knew it when I was eating them. I'm like, it's going to cost me. So I'm giving myself 2 checks, slept well, ate well, but I'm getting penalized. And the gym, like I said, I cut it short. Whatever, pain set on. But like I said, upset stomach. But that's what you got to do. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Guys, especially when it comes to what you put in your mouth, you're going to pay for it. The workouts can't ever make them up. No doubt, as Hugh Jackman said, you got to get ahead of it. You can't ever get behind your fitness program. You can't ever catch up. Guys, stick with the ABCs for sure. All right, let's jump right into this. Happy birthday, America. What are you going to be doing? Well, we're having some celebrations here in Indianapolis. Looking forward, I'll be able to see all of the fireworks display right from my bedroom window. So that should be pretty cool. But what do we got? Mount Rushmore tonight. We got Trump speaking there, all sorts of celebrations. But let's talk about this. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what we were founded upon, right? Well, I'm looking at it as the 3 Ps. Peace, prosperity, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, 250 years later, yeah, our country is divided for sure, but the world, there is no peace. There's a lot of poverty. And what about happiness? Who knows? It's the illusion of happiness. There's a lot of negativity out into the universe. That's why I really believe this is all about personal growth, and you got to take the positive route, right? Always about positivity. I think we got to put aside our differences. Yeah, whether you're far left, socialist, communist, whatever, people in New York, these young people getting nominated, communism's not going to work here. The risk of opportunity. That's what made this country. Risks leading to opportunity. We want to take risks, not just gambling, right? It's not the quick hit. It's taking risks with yourself, right? Taking a chance on yourself. That's what this country was built upon. So it's got to start with yourself. But let's do this. Let's just have some fun with fun facts about the Declaration of Independence. I was a big Revolutionary War fan. You see my picture of George Washington right there. But when I was a kid, I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey, nearby the Princeton Battlefield Park. It's where the Battle of Princeton was fought, Battle of Trenton. I mean, a lot of history. Washington crossed the Delaware. So I grew up in this hotbed of history of Revolutionary War. And every time I go home, I go visit the colonnade there at the Princeton Battlefield Park. That's awesome. I mean, you got to embrace your heritage because this whole country was built on it. It built on people taking chances, kind of breaking away, right, from the control. And let's do this. Let's just have some fun with it. But again, from Trenton, New Jersey, I'm a history buff with the Revolutionary War. Number one, the Declaration of Independence wasn't signed on July 4th. No, 1776. No, it wasn't signed. I mean, it was, they said, officially adopted on July 4th, 1776, but it wasn't signed until August 2nd, and some people signed it later. It was signed by the delegates, right? We had 56 delegates over 13 colonies that signed it, but yeah, it wasn't signed on the 4th. All right, here we go. Number two, it says that July 2nd was the original date that the delegates voted for to declare independence. They voted on the 2nd, and John Adams, who was our second president, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, you guys know that. Anyway, he predicted July 2nd would go down in infamy. He was wrong. Turned out to be July 4th. That's the date it was printed. So the Declaration of Independence was first printed on July 4th. All right, number three, the Declaration wasn't written by one person. No, I mean, Thomas Jefferson, who was brilliant, he was our third president. He wrote most of the first draft, but they say there were four others, so there were five of them. Yeah, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston. So those other guys helped out with the draft. All right, for sure. Number four, the famous opening wasn't completely original. You know, all men are created equal comes in the second paragraph. But he said that Thomas Jefferson drew inspiration from ideas about natural rights from John Locke. It's about all men being created equal. How about this? Number five. Yeah, there's 56 signatures from the 56 delegates of the original 13 colonies. The largest signature, we know this, John Hancock. And that's where we get the phrase, put your John Hancock here, because he had the largest signature. So I like that. All right, number six. This is kind of eerie. So two presidents died on July 4th, 50 years later exactly. So you got Thomas Jefferson and John Adams died on the same day, ironically, 50 years from the Declaration, July 4th, 1826. Now, 5 years later, our third president, Monroe, died. Oof, that's eerie too, right? Well, he was the third president to die, but he was actually the fifth in line. So Monroe was our fifth. Madison was four, and Monroe was fifth. So you got Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe. But check it out. 3 out of the 5, the first 5 died on the 4th of July. Pretty wild stuff. How about this? The Liberty Bell. I know the Liberty Bell well. When it came over in 1790 or 1792, it cracked. They did a test and it cracked on the test. Then they melted it down twice and had to remake this because it was brittle when it came over from London. But anyway, it says it wasn't rung on July 4th, 1776. It was July 8th, 1776, that the Declaration was first read in public in Philadelphia is when they rung the bell. Hey, you can go see the Liberty Bell. Go visit Philly. That's another thing. I went to the University of Pennsylvania. I've been going to Philly since I was a little boy. with my old man, old school society. He used to get his suits made in Philly and his pants. So we used to go to South Philly, I remember. I was little. So, yeah, a lot of history there. All right, how about this? The original Declaration is preserved. It's in Washington at the National Archives building. And it's got like special gases, they say, inert gas to keep it from deteriorating. And number 10, finally, what do we celebrate? I mean, it's all about fireworks, picnics, cookouts, parades, baseball games, but yeah, celebrating the 4th of July. Guys, I want to show you something. So I was a kid, right? I love this whole history, right? Benjamin Franklin. So I made this. This was check this out. You're going to see this is kind of wild. Let me see if I could do this here. So I made this on the day Benjamin. It was about when Benjamin Franklin died. Check it out. All right. I'm going to say I did this, had to burn the edges. Check it out. Had a little help with the drawing, but I made this, right, the burnt edges. When I was a kid, like I said, I was all, and I still have this. I don't know. When was this? I even signed my name, Richard Tola. How about that? But, oh, yeah, this is going back. Benjamin Franklin dies at the age of 84. I did this handwritten half pence from 1790. Yeah, I remember doing this. My father bought me one of those quill pens. So I literally took me a long time. Then we burned the edges. It was a class project. I think I was in like 6th grade. So loving it, loving it. Guys, have an awesome 4th of July. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Hot as hell for sure. Hey, if you're East Coast, you got to stay cool. Do the smart thing, right? But again, watch what you eat. This is a crucial weekend because you're going to wake up on Monday and be 5 pounds heavier. But hey, I'm going to pay the piper today because that's what I do. Just cut it back. By tomorrow, I'll drop those few pounds. All right, guys, let's wrap it up with the 3 Tola takeaways. They're crucial, no doubt. All right, what are they? You got to respect the ABCs. Have to. That's your foundation. It starts with that. The all body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet. Got to do it. Got to do it. Number 2, pick up the phone. Call somebody. Go visit somebody, especially this weekend. Share your goodwill. Share your love. And number 3, this is it. This is about being you could be divided with other people. You don't have to believe the same thing that they are, but you got to be willing to accept. Right? You got to accept people for who they are. Just because they have a different opinion or they think differently than you, it doesn't mean they're like a bad person. That's the way I see it. You got to accept people for who they are, embrace it. Why not? Life, pursuit of liberty, happiness. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. As always, get your workout in. We'll see you next Tuesday. Enjoy. Peace.